Welcome, everyone, to Pit Bull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignment's played a big factor.
Welcome, everyone, to Pit Bull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide-open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Dropping back, it's Ortiz. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I love the job in coverage defensively there. A lot of people probably thinking they're going to throw forward short considering what the down and distance was, but they were aware they were able to force the incompletion, and now we got 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. On the run, fires downfield. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The corners are walked up tight. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Florida International, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Missouri wants to go fast. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in recording. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Ortiz. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
International, 0.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. FIU pushing tempo.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down.
Fourth down, coming up.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The throw, incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
To throw, it's Ortiz. Time to take a shot. And he's got it at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
Makes the grab on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that ball's free behind the line. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground. Football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida International.
Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Missouri 17, Florida International 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I love this because that's second and really low. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll toss it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The option look. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Number 13, with the carry.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
FIU pushing tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On target. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quarterback will keep it. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Panthers in the hurry up.
And that's another FIU.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. He's got it. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida International.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Good. That keeps the score. Missouri.
They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Ortiz. Dances away to buy time. And that ball is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, FIU. What a catch and run for 6.
Number 19 with the catch and score.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Using his feet. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Ortiz. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Florida International, 22.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's Ortiz. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated. But he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass intercepted. At the 45 on his way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Missouri, 38. Florida International, 22.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Strong, firm tackle. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Vega. Finds the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
FIU set up with another first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking the play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Vega. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Direct snap. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Wants to throw on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They want to get this defense on its heels.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Vega. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They'll run the option. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Can anyone catch him? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last round.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. FIU pushing tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Missouri! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
International offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Vega. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third.
The end of the third quarter. Missouri, 52. Florida International, 38.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Let's go Panther fans. You know what to do.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Vega. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man and they convert. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Right on target this time. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And he puts through the extra point. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, FIU. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drive or anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
A first down for the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Now on second down. Across the 45. Knocked down for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping a manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
This feels like 4-down territory. Third and short from the 40. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And now on first down after converting with the run. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Florida International, 52.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass. It's Vega. Coming after it. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets.
And he breaks into the open. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Panthers want to move quickly.
Another FIU.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Missouri trying to run out this clock. Motion from the offense. Goes to the option. He has the first and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you
headed to the end zone, and he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Offense set on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Vega. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmaking